Hi, thanks for tuning in to our latest video. And if you like this one, please subscribe so you'll know when our next one's coming out. Please, please, please. Hi, we're Jill and John Nelson, geezers, and it seems like we're always on the go. In this episode, we're at St. Bernard State Park in Braithwaite, Louisiana, barely 15 miles from one of the most exciting cities in America, New Orleans. St. Bernard is a small, family-oriented state park that's a favorite among the locals, but that doesn't mean there aren't a lot of touristy type things that you can do in the area. This is St. Bernard State Park in Braithwaite, Louisiana. It's a little smaller park. It has, I think, just 50 sites, and only 5 of them have full hookups. We happen to have one of them. Very wooded. Right now it's kind of soggy because we've had a lot of rain. But the sites are paved, although slightly narrow, I would say. We happen to be pretty close to the bathhouse, which offers a laundry, which look very nice. They look brand new. Places here. We happen to have a site also that if you had kids, right across here there's a nice little park. It's nice to see kids around because with COVID, a lot of parks we went to have been closed. Our site could have been a little bit longer because we can't park the van straight in, but not a bad site. The cell service is decent, but every once in a while it seems to go out a little bit here. No Wi-Fi that we could find. As you can tell, a little soggy here. We have a little pool. And down there is the sewer. This place is basically a big loop. So we were at site number 15. This park also offers an area on the other side of the park that has a big gathering place, plus it also has what they call not a splash pool, but one of those ones that spray the water out. Just a little more of how this campground looks. Kind of wooded. I said, oh, ones here go along the side. Most of them are just water and electric. And some of them back up to the woods and little sloughs and I guess bayous if you wish. Right now we're morning time. People are just starting to get awake. A local business deeded the land to the state in 1971. It was built with a series of man-made bayous and has a nice secluded atmosphere despite being really close to the bustling Mississippi River and some busy roads. A short drive from the campground is another area of St. Bernard State Park, and there's a splash pool back here, although not open right now because it's only March and not quite warm enough. But there's also another very large playground. No one here right now, but there's also a bathhouse or a bathroom in the back there. Nice big area to park, picnic tables. Also near where that little splash pond is a nice picnic area, group area that has a big fire pit, and it opens up to a lot more picnic tables. And then over here, walk over a little bit, there's a cool looking bridge. Check out. It goes over one of the many sloughs or little waterways here. Down in there. I'm sure in warmer weather you might see some alligators down here. Also in this campground there's several nature trails. There's one right here towards the back where the splash pond is. There's a trail, a little parking area and more picnic tables. Goes down through the woods. And come back. It'll be a nice day trip. Go bring a picnic lunch and be able to go take your kids to the splash pool.
We had a blast at St. Bernard's, but we can only sit for so long, and then we got to be on the move.
Yes, we are those geezers on the go. We did quite a few things. We visited New Orleans, we visited the battlefield, we visited a national cemetery, and just some of the other local sites around the area.
I think one of my favorite things was the ferry.
Oh, that was fun.
How can you go wrong for $1 to get across the Mississippi? But first, we headed for New Orleans.
Nope, waiting for a train. Lots of trains going around here. Sometimes they blow their whistle at 3 o'clock in the morning.
So, New Orleans, here we come. We've both been there before, but who can resist another trip to the Big Easy when we're so close? Besides, there's crawdads and beignets there. We wandered through the French Quarter and down Bourbon Street. We ate till it was coming out of our ears. We had lunch al fresco at the corner oyster house. We saw a horse and buggy, New Orleans style, some riverboats, and the mighty Mississippi. And finally, we visited the cigar factory. Then it was time to leave New Orleans behind.
We couldn't stay away from the Mississippi for long, though. We found a ferry ride across Old Man River that only cost $1. That's right, $1. The Belle Chase to Scarsdale Ferry was only 6 miles from our campsite. Here comes an airboat on the ferry. Could he just come across without the ferry? The ride itself only takes about 10 minutes, but it's surely worth the buck just to say you've been on a boat on the Mississippi River. And by the way, you can also take your trailer across if you want to, but your trailer and tow vehicle together can't be more than 63 feet. How's it going there, John? We're on our way.
I'm so excited. She's a big muddy, all right. are in the lovely town of Somethingville, Louisiana.
You know us, we just can't sit still. So after our ferry boat ride, we made our way to nearby Chalmette Battlefield and National Cemetery. This was the site of the Battle of New Orleans and where Andrew Jackson made his name. These are the fortification lines for the Battle of New Orleans, with the cannons there, and another, probably at that time, a swamp, and with all the soldiers fighting out here in the middle with those cannons constantly shooting. The Rodriguez plantation that was part of Andrew Jackson's military post at the Battle of New Orleans, and he had a clear view up there of the Mississippi River, which is just beyond that wall. Facing a superior force, Jackson beat the English in less than 30 minutes on January 8, 1815. That dealt the English their final major defeat in the War of 1812. This is the Chalmette National Cemetery, right next to the Battle of New Orleans field. The cemetery was established in 1864 as the final resting place for Louisianans who served during the Civil War. It now has more than 15,000 headstones marking the grave sites of soldiers from Louisiana who served from the Civil War to Vietnam.
We tried to keep it festive for our Louisiana neighbors, even though the pandemic forced cancellation of the Mardi Gras parade. We had a great time at St. Bernard and can't wait to get back to Louisiana again someday. But for now, it's on to other adventures. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you down the road.
Stop! Stop! Stop!